Welcome to Chanel El Razda. In this video, I'll tell you about the story of the Donghua Soul Land series, Season 2, Episode 241. In the previous episode, we saw how Tang Hao and Tang Xiao managed to beat Worship Spirit Hall's ranks all at once. Even if they still wanted to fight, the Spirit Empire would lose. What surprised him the most was Tang Hao, who was known as a soul master who looked fierce and was also tough in battle. But Tang Hao turned out to be a kind person. He didn't even kill the golden crocodile, which was obviously helpless. Instead, he just introduced himself to it and walked away. Because of that loss, the worship ranks eventually had to give up the victory. It was used right away by the whole Spirit Empire army to strengthen the defenses of the Jianling fortress. So, for now, their goal is to make things better on both sides, because this war is still going on. Okay, how about a recap of the discussion on the 241st episode? Let's get right to the storyline. Still the same as in the 240th episode from yesterday. Qian Renxue continued her 8th trial to get the god's throne. On the other hand, the dark and black parts of his body were constantly affecting his mind, so Qian Renxue kept going with the exam. So that the unexpected thing did killed his grandfather. Because of this, Qian Renxue was very unsure of what to do. She didn't want to sacrifice her grandfather, Qian Daolu, but she also had high hopes for the god's throne. Because of that power, it is able to bring all the continents together in this spirit world. The Black Shadow kept whispering to him. And didn't realize until the end that the person who was stabbed was his own grandfather. Bit of information that the sword that Qian Renxue threw away in the last episode was just one of them. It turned out that he still had the spare sword that accidentally stabbed his grandfather Qian Daolu. After giving his life, Qian Daolu also told the God of Angels that his grandson should have passed this 8th trial. But just as the god had said, even though she had passed the test, Qian Renxue's determination was very different from what Qian Daolu had planned. Even though her granddaughter's plans weren't the same as hers, it had to be so that the angel tribe could keep its promise. But he would surely know that if he failed this test, she would have to die. Him also told her granddaughter that, as a guardian angel god, her should have to really exist in order to become the next angel god. But it was too bad that the angelic figure said that even if we opened the 9th trial and sacrificed ourselves in this 8th trial, Qian Renxue's heart still had 3 very hard obstacles. Ultimately, she would still have to rely on his own strength if he wanted to sit in the god's place. From the sighting where the grandson killed his own grandfather, Qian Renxue's Black Shadow, or Dark Side, laughed happily. And, in fact, it is one of the tests for him to pass if he really wants to become a god. Because the test seemed to test both physical and mental abilities. After we see how Qian Renxue is doing, we go back to the scene at the location of the Tiandu Empire. Here is the entire army that had been guarding the front of the camp. And it turned out that Tang San had already told Emperor Xuebeng his goals in the tent, that he would go back to see God Island to break through rank 100. Tang San said that was the only way to handle the current situation. When he heard those words, Emperor Xuebeng could not believe that there were real gods in this world. The word god meant that it should be versatile and live forever, and he also wondered, how strong is a god? Tang San was sure that this time, Emperor Xuebeng had realized he was just a normal person after hearing about a being that was a god. Tang San said that it had been a long time since a god showed up in our world, but if he broke through to rank 100, his power would definitely grow even more and he would also get stronger. If Tang San got to rank 100, he was already sure that he could help Emperor Xuebeng attack the Jialing fortress. This made Emperor Xuebeng very impressed with his teacher, and in the end, the Tiandu Empire would have a great person with the status of god. So, he asked his teacher once more when he would leave and what his chances of success were. Tang San didn't hesitate to say that he was 70% successful and that he wouldn't be back for at least a month and no more than 3 months. Since this was going to happen, Emperor Xuebeng knew that the future of the Tiandu Empire would once again depend on him. He also told Tang San that if he needed something, he should ask for it right away because Emperor Xuebeng would definitely give it. But Emperor Xuebeng's biggest worry was that when Tang San left, the Tiandu Empire would be in danger. Tang Xiao then spoke up and said that even though Tang San's departure had reduced the number of forces, he and his younger brother Tang Hao were in the Tiandu Imperial camp, and he was sure that he could protect the whole army no matter what. Before he left, Tang San told Emperor Xuebeng that the task at hand was very important and that his departure couldn't be told to anyone, so as not to draw the attention of the Spirit Empire. This gave Emperor Xuebeng a lot of confidence, and he decided to follow Tang San's orders as his teacher. After that, let's check on Master Xiao Jiang, who was hit by Guangling's arrow yesterday. Shon Erlong, who was still treating Master Xiao Jiang's illness. On the other hand, Tang San and his father and uncle went right in to see him. Erlong was very thankful to Tang San for giving him the magic plant to save Master Xiao Jiang's life. Master Xiao Jiang's health had also improved quite a bit, but the arrival of the two-star Haotian hammer had made him feel a little awkward. But Tang Hao said that there was no reason to be so shy, because he should be the one thanking him for all the help and guidance he's given his son since he was a child. Master Xiao Jiang's teaching and hard work also helped Tang San become strong and skilled. It turns out that Master Xiao Jiang knew from the start that Tang San would return and become the new sea god. Tang San, on the other hand, didn't have a choice. Not only was there a war going on, but the 9th test given by the god had to be done since he came to the Sea God Island. But Tang Hao said that in order to become a god, you must reach level 100. It must be very hard, even for a talented person like his great-grandfather Tang Chen, who didn't succeed for so many years and instead became a villain in the City of Slaughter. But even so, Tang Hao had heard that Master Xiao Jiang said that Jialing Gate was in a very bad state and needed help right away. But it seems Master Xiao Jiang had never said that. Then how could Tang Hao say that? Tang San told his father, master, and uncles that they had nothing to worry about. Because before he left to become the successor of the sea god Tang San, he would refine the spirit ring on his Hao Tian hammer. By using the sea god's light, it should be very easy to absorb spirit rings later. He was sure that the trip this time would be very useful. During the conversation, Tang Xiao told Master Xiao Jiang that he shouldn't call Tang Hao and himself world masters anymore. Due to his struggles and hard work to guide Tang San and bring the Hao Tian sect together, one day they will all become brothers, but something unexpected will happen.
我们兄弟相称就是。
And here, before Tang San left, Tang Hao also wanted to teach his son about the Hao Tian sect secret technique, because the trip to Sea God Island was very dangerous. Uncle Tang Xiao immediately agreed to this, because if it wasn't Tang San who got the secret inheritance of the Haotian sect, then who would? Even Master Xiao Jiang was very surprised to hear the name of the Haotian sect's secret technique. It seems that Master Xiao Jiang also knows a lot about this theory, which has a lot of power. So, Master Xiao Jiang told Tang San that during yesterday's battle, Tang Hao easily defeated the Golden Crocodile's second worship with only his hammer armor spirit avatar. Do you know why that could happen? It made Tang San think for a moment that his father didn't use any spirit power at that time and only used the power of Hao Tian's hammer. At that time, he was able to break the defenses of the Golden Crocodile. Tang Hao said that was the Hao Tian sect's greatest secret technique, so Tang Hao and Tang San rushed over to learn it right away. In the Valley of Rocks, where it was cool in the morning, Tang Hao told his son that ever since the sect was started, we've had a secret way to cultivate. This cultivation technique has a very high standard of practice, because if you don't have a lot of talent, you will never be able to master it. If talent isn't very good, lives will be at risk. This technique and way of growing is called the power of the Samurai hammer. Tang Hao then told his son to stretch out his hand and feel what it felt like. In theory, the wind and the leaves are different things, but they work together. The wind is shapeless, but a leaf has a shape. If there is no wind, the leaves will not be able to move, and if there are no leaves, the wind will not be able to do its job. The power of the Sumeru hammer was a way to train spirit rings, combine them into one, and turn them into pure total energy. Put simply, that spirit ring would become the Sumeru hammer. So, in yesterday's battle, it was as if Tang Hao had destroyed his spirit ring. But it was a fact that the spirit ring destruction technique did not destroy his spirit ring. Instead, it reduced his energy and spread it back out through his body. After telling his son Tang San about the Sumeru hammer cultivation secret technique and showing him how to do it, Tang Hao was sure that Tang San could already remember the moves.
的力量。你明白了吗？
Okay, this is the end of the discussion review of Soul Land's 241st episode. And in the next episode, I'll explain a bit of the spoiler for episode 242. Also, Qian Renxue was able to pass the 8th exam with the help of her grandfather, who had offered himself as a sacrifice and finally brought out the light in him so that his body and soul disappeared. And on the other side, at Jialing Gate, after the war with the Tiandu Empire, Bibi Dong is angry because she was told to do something by the Golden Crocodile. Here, Golden Crocodile's position represented the order from Qian Daoliu's first worship for Bibi Dong to return to Spirit Hall and tell them that the war was lost because of his plan, which caused chaos at the Jialing Gate. But Bibi Dong opposed this order because he thought he was the most powerful person in the Spirit Empire's territory. But the Golden Crocodile didn't agree with this answer because the Empire Hall was built from the Spirit Hall, so the territory belonged together. And on the other hand, Tang San, who was still in the Tiandu Imperial camp at the time, had learned the secret techniques of the Hao Tian sect from his father's teachings. So, in the end, he was able to grow 3 white flowers on his head, and his cultivation level went up because of the Sumeru hammer technique of the Haotian sect. After that, he would tell his teammates to go to the Sea God first because he would go to the Xing Luo forest to finish the Haotian hammer spirit ring, which was the next requirement for the Sea God test. Okay, this time I'll end this video session. If you like how I explain something in my video, please like and subscribe so that my channel can grow. See you next my video, bye.